another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're watching the originals. This is episode 9 of season 4. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the first 8 episodes on the channel. Now I've got to say, for today's video, I'm watching it on something different than Netflix because they've removed it from the UK Netflix. What the hell, mate? Literally, I've gone on and it's gone. I've searched online and it's been removed. I think us, the UK and Turkey, have lost the originals. Mad. Why are you doing that while I'm watching it? Literally. So today's episode, because I haven't got any other way of watching it, is going to be watched off a third-party website. I've been on it. The audio to me isn't as good as the Netflix one. I'm going to try and invest into a VPN so I can pull it off a different country. And so I've just got to say thanks to the people on the Patreon, because, you know, all these little things that you encounter, it's just additional costs, and without these guys supporting these videos, obviously would be much harder for me to do. Obviously investing in posting it on Patreon costs quite a bit to pay for Vimeo, and then obviously getting a VPN now for this. You know, it's thank you to all you people. You might not think it goes a long way, but it does. Literally, it goes miles, helping me out so much. So I'd just like to say thanks to everybody. Do apologise if today's video isn't as crisp as obviously the other 4 seasons in the Vampire Diaries, because it's just totally unexpected. It's still decent quality. I've listened to it. It's just obviously not as good as I would like it, and I'll try and get it sorted as soon as possible. Obviously try and get a VPN as quick as I can, and get that up sorted for the next few episodes. But obviously, speaking about the last episode, it was interesting. We had Davina. She come back. She's been reintroduced. Now obviously I don't think she's back in general, but they've got a reconnection now, haven't they, to the ancestors. She's the one that's being used as the medium, so to speak to the both worlds. She gave us the backstory of the Hollow, where she come from, how she was made, which I thought was really interesting. I never even thought about it. Do you know what? I didn't even know it was a person, to be honest. I was just wondering what it was in general, but it was a girl. And it's mad. She was born, she was so strong, she was just murdering all the villagers. She just was hungry for power, wasn't she? That's why she got the nickname the Hollow. And then she was sacrificed. The village, they all got together, they tied her down. It looked like they cut bits of her body off. That is where we've seen these bones that have been separated that they're trying to find, and it was her mum that actually killed her. You know, she wielded the axe and boom. But just before she done that, the Hollow, she cast a spell, and that is where the werewolf curse come from. So that is very interesting. You know, something that I never even thought or even wondered about got given to us, and I do like it when we do that sort of stuff. Freya and Vincent wasn't in the last episode, but like I said, Davina was the one that was telling all this story. She was saying there's only one way that you can kill the Hollow, and that is is it a Lebanon? Is that what they call it? That is what the pack that Hayley's from, and kind of is my question is Hope a Lebanon as well? Obviously, probably, because obviously that's her mum, and obviously she's obviously a descendant from her mum, so she might be a Lebanese. So both of them could possibly kill the Hollow. That's the weakness. Now it was the blood, Davina said, and they went after Sophia. They found her. She was going obviously after Rick. He turned up in last episode. Really interesting, to drop off one of the bones that was in Mystic Falls. And Elijah and Marcel was going to find the other one. So that would have been all for the Papatunde's blade. The one that Marcel and Elijah was looking for. The one that Rick was dropping off. And obviously the one that Hayley had. That is all the 4 bones. She turned up. They had a good fight. Hayley come. She stabbed her with her blood as well. She thought that it was going to, work. She turned around and said, look, mate, you're missing a key part of the story. Somebody has to be sacrificed for this to happen. You know, for me to become weak, somebody has to be sacrificed. That's what it is. And Davina, man, she had Klaus and Hayley in one of the circles that they can't get out of, while he was in the other side when she was telling this story. And she was trying to plan to sacrifice Klaus. You know, she was going after it. She was saying, if someone's got to be sacrificed, it's him. What, you know, he's lived all his life. He's lived for 1,000 years. He's done bad in the world. No one's going to miss him, pretty much. You know, I know that Hope is Hope's dad, but you know, he's still got you, Hayley. That's what she said. Well, do you know what's mad is obviously Marcel didn't really want this to happen, but Hope as well, mate, because she's really strong. She can listen to the ancestors. She knew what was going on. She went to the church. She was like, you said you was going to help, but you lied or something. And then she just went, kaboom, mate, and literally that blew it all away and literally saved Klaus. Madness. I really enjoyed it. Hope displaying some powers, really good. And then obviously at the end of the episode, Marcel was at Davina's grave. he was putting flowers down. He was saying, look, mate, you know, I believe in everything that you say, Davina. You know, I trust you. You're strong, but there's got to be another way. It can't be this way. We can't be doing this. And then you see Davina kind of stood in the corner. She looked kind of sad. So I don't know if she's thinking about possibly there is another way. And Klaus might have been the easiest way and most logical way. And she was kind of like, kill two birds with one stone. Get rid of the Hollow, get rid of Klaus. I'm not his biggest fan. So, I mean, you can't really blame her. Davina hates Klaus. Can't really blame her for the stuff that Klaus has done to her, and she's been successful in near enough every time she's gone after him. She's the one that decided him as well, so, you know, big up Davina for trying it, and I'm really excited to see, obviously, where we go from here with the Hollow, with the Bones, with Hulk's powers. I'm assuming that Vincent and Freya are going to come back this episode with Keelan as well. And yeah, I'm just excited to see how it goes, because I think Elijah, obviously at the end of the last episode, went to give Marcel the blade, you know, the one that could kill him, as a kind of like a peace offering to say, look, we're going to be working together here, you know. I appreciate everything you're doing to our family, and let's turn over a new leaf. And he went to give it him, but who was there? It was Sophia. She had the like the blade, or not the blade. She had like a stick with all the thorns in that said that they could kill an original, and boom, stabbed Elijah in his back, and he dropped on the floor, and we ended the episode there. So I wouldn't put it past the show to kill Elijah, to be honest. Like I said in the last episode, many characters drop left, right, and centre. Big characters as well, and that is what keeps the show good, in my opinion, because you never know what's coming, and that's the best. When any big character can die, that is when you know a show's good, because you're consistently engaged, consistently wondering what is happening. So I'm really excited. Can't wait to find out. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's episode. If you do, please smash a like. Really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new. Thanks again to every single person supporting the Patreon. Obviously, when we come into tough times like these, you know, unexpected times, your support is the reason why we can smash through it and keep going. So thank you so much, everyone. I hope you enjoyed today's episode, and let's just jump right into it.
Part of you must crave that peace, the silence of the nothing that lasts forever.
Why don't you come a little closer?
Your family has done the job of finding them, and they should be coming to me soon enough. I say let them come, and in doing so, they will give me what I want. You've come early. Good.
More witches join us every day, and now know they're either with us or against us.
My rebirth will herald a new day to all who swear allegiance to me.
That's interesting.
You can't call yourself a connoisseur if you have not sampled each and every one of these. Long ago, 3 French nuns came to New Orleans looking for a fresh start, and they came here.
Why did they come to you?
You might even go so far as to say I was king, which would make you a princess. All things in moderation, of course.
Okay.
Moderation, that's like 10 years worth of
Too
food.
many will get a stomachache. Have you seen Elijah?
I thought he was with you.
I haven't seen him since he left from Marcel's last night.
Desecration of a holy site, it's meant to be a warning.
More and more witches talking about making a pact with this darkness. All the peace you fought for, to them, is nothing compared to the promise of taking control.
He worshipped me, and now how far he's fallen.
Maxine, you need to go.
I think it's time we caught up with one another, don't you?
See, I have to pause it and get this little daft advert up each time. Okay, so I think it's really interesting, because she was saying that the witches, you know, they're kind of thinking maybe that this Hollow can come and it can take down the vampires and they can regain the city like they've like wanted. But that always goes down to what I keep saying about Marcel is, yeah, okay, it seems like he has got kind of peace in the city and it's running smoothly, but because he hasn't had like the high table, so to speak, with everybody around it, or the little factions, that like you're always going to have people wanting an uprising, aren't you? And like if you had everybody on an even playing field, then the witches wouldn't feel, because it seems like New Orleans is running smoothly. There isn't much going on apart from this Hollow. The vampires are not attacking witches and they're not back and forth against each other. But the witches in the Silent, I think, are kind of like in season 1, where they've got, you know, no say, so to speak, and Marcel runs everything. And I feel like he is a good enough leader. Like he should understand that, because I do think he is a good leader, and I think that he would obviously benefit more that if he had more what they call allies. Is that what you call it? Like, because he's got an ally in Vincent, but if he'd done that with all the other witches, like, it'd be a safe place, a sick place, you know what I mean? It'd be a fortress there. But because obviously he's always going against it and he wants the vampires to be like way on top, you're always going to get these possibly thinking of swaying over to the dark evil, and they don't even know how evil she is, do they? Like, literally, we've seen it in the back flashback. She was absolutely mad, killing everybody.
Representational magic, so it's not tied to my heartbeat should anything happen to me.
I guess family drama.
Can we meet later?
Oh, no, Miss Michelson. I'm coming with. You have your family's back. I've got yours.
Hiding inside the body of a vampire because you're not as strong as you want me to think.
You always had such spine.
Oh, I sick.
Well, come on!
I should send you back to join your dead wife. You can hear me out or die.
I mean, I would hear her out, but I wouldn't accept it. I'd hear her out, obviously, and I'd say, yeah, of course, yeah, we'll discuss it. And then on the front, I'd say, we accept it. But obviously in the background, I'd be working against it, you know what I mean? Like, because she does seem really powerful. And when you're in these situations, you have to just go with the flow. So accept it, pretend you're on their side, but you're really not.
You can come on in, Klaus.
I thought we had a truce.
If we didn't, I might have responded differently when Davina asked me to sacrifice you.
Well, far be it from me to jump to conclusions. But the last time anyone saw my brother, he was on his way here.
And you think I haven't?
I don't.
You'll them a no blue myth.
That's her. That's the Hollow. She has Elijah, and now she wants that bone. She wants this bone by sundown. If she doesn't get it, then she's going to come here, and she's going to take it.
I know I was just saying, yeah, I'd go on her side, and I'd be like, yeah, play along with it, and I'd be working. But, you know, if she's going to kill Elijah, you can't be on her side, can you? So then what do? Do you fight and possibly die yourself, or do you let Elijah die? You know, obviously these are going to go down fighting, but that is a tough one. Obviously, I said before, you'd go with it, but you can't, can you? Can I just say, yeah, this film here, Free Guy, it's a good film. I've actually seen it in the cinemas. It was decent.
Freya informs me your mate Vincent has a plan. Just one tiny problem. I don't trust him. We slaughtered a lot of them, and then we stacked their bodies into a monument dedicated to those who had threatened my family.
All right, you'll do anything to save your brother, but to hell with anyone else, right?
It was your refusal to make peace that led Elijah here last night. If you two had settled your differences...
Enough!
But it's double standards, that, Klaus, then.
Comes down to this.
An original has to die.
Yeah, and right now, the Hollow's going to use Elijah's death to come back, but that opens up a window. Elijah's already dead. Now, the only thing that we can do right now is figure out whether or not that death is going to count for something. You guys aren't listening, okay? It's just going to keep coming at us, wipe out this entire city in an afternoon. There ain't a damn thing that you or anybody else here can do about it. This thing wiped out the entire love on their bloodline. It already got to Hope once, right?
Maybe we should do a little less fighting and a little more thinking.
I have my mother's grimoires. I welcome you to study them with me.
Gotta say, man, he just said then, your brother or your daughter. Ugh, that is so deep, honestly. That is so deep, because no matter how much you love your brother, no matter how much, like, you can't even physically explain it. You can love him as much as you can love anyone, but your kid, you loved him 0.1 more, and like, he's obviously going to pick Hope.
It won't be long. Once the ritual is completed, my spirit will return to New Orleans soil. I've been inside Klaus's mind. You care for one another so deeply. Perhaps now you understand. Family is a curse. You can't even save each other. She who's born of my bloodline, she has the power to destroy me.
That is going to be well interesting when they fight. I actually want that to happen, mate. Imagine them fighting.
Uncle Elijah's sick, isn't he? Maybe I can help Aunt Freya do a spell to make him better.
My mother had a million spells and absolutely nothing on trapping ancient spirits.
And you made the call to take out Davina. In your mind, the ends justified the means. I get that, but what am I to think now? Elijah's life is just worth more?
I'm not giving up.
Is it really giving up, though, Freya? Elijah's 1,000 years old. There's no other choice. We don't have any other option, Freya. You fail to see the obvious. You don't get the takeaway. Everything dies, Freya.
Not Elijah.
Dead Michelson, mate. They got one.
I can save him. I can save him using this.
Vincent's a sick actor. That guy's good. Prior to watching this programme, I only ever seen him in one, and it was Umbrella Academy Season 2, and he was only a husband to, I can't remember now, like, to one of the girls in it. But he's good. He's so good. He actually is. And he did say some truth, man. What is the difference between Elijah now and Davina? You know, it goes down to... factually, I'm on his side. There is no difference. It's about double standards, yeah. Like Klaus was kind of being before with Marcel when he was saying, save Elijah, kill Sophia. You know what I mean? It's like, but why though? Why do we save the person you love and kill the person I love? And that was the last time as well, you know. We killed Davina, the person I love, and now we're going to try and save the person you love. Like, why can't he die? You know, she had to die to save the masses. Why can't he die to save the masses? I fully understand it. I get it. I have got no counter to what they're saying because I think that is facts what they're saying. My only counter is like it all comes down to just selfishness and who do you want to save yourself, you know. The only way you can justify it is it's my brother, and it's true. You would do anything. Well, I would do anything to save my family. I wouldn't like so. I mean, I get it, but it is kind of double standards, and it was good. Like it's good that it's put out there for. You know, because like somebody has to say it.
Elijah is going to die one way or another. We should harness his death, and then I can try placing his soul inside the pendant.
If I'm the sacrifice, you can channel my death to imprison the Hollow before she kills Elijah. Yes, I'll be in the pendant. The rest of you can find him, cure him, and bring him home.
Mad mate, look at his progression.
It's gonna be okay.
Do you know what I was gonna say though? If Klaus dies, Klaus dies. If Elijah dies, doesn't a million other vampires die? You know, if you look at it that way as well, good selfish decision, unselfish decision, good decision anyway. Anyway, like he's saving one death for millions possibly.
You said he was cloaked.
This is Marcel's venom. That rosebush was born from his blood, which means it has the same magical signature.
I know that if anyone can do this, you.
Because you're a beast.
From what you said, she goes back a long way, and if she really did create the werewolf curse, I mean, that's what made me who I am. Do me a favor. All right, take this bitch down for good.
Now, you're gonna get one chance. Make sure you stab Sophia directly in the heart. This thing stole Elijah's blade, which means not only is it wearing your girlfriend's face, but it's got the weapon that can kill you.
It's time.
I don't care how old you are, how strong you are, it's got to be scary knowing that there's a possibility you're never waking up.
Go on, your silence is deafening. My impending execution pleases you.
The truth is, Klaus, I never thought I'd live to see this day. See, growing up in New Orleans, kids, we hear stories about the evil Klaus Michelson finally living up to the potential that Cammy saw in you.
Like it, mate. Do like it.
The vampire Marcel, did you come here to witness my rebirth? Are you here to bow and swear your undying loyalty?
Yeah, well, we'll get to that, but first, let's talk about my terms. I'm willing to give it to you as an offering in exchange for my friend.
Then you have a deal.
Once I scratch you with the thorns, I'll stake you in the heart, and things quick and painless.
You might reconsider, Vincent,
Shit.
or else your friend dies.
They eluded me for so long. Now they will serve as the seeds for everything that is to come. All that remains is the sacrifice.
You talk of witches as you make deals with vampires. It's because of them that we need the Hollow.
Oh, he's done it.
They're gone. I can't complete the sacrifice without them.
Right, okay, so if it's Elijah, whatever he was going to do for Klaus then, can he not do it for Elijah? I know that was the only reason he was going to do it to Klaus is maybe do you think he's stronger? Is that the only reason? Maybe of just like in the midst of obviously like enjoying it, of just not really grasped. I understand Klaus the way you say, yeah, channel me, you know, and save his brother and all that stuff. But like, was there an even bigger meaning than that? Like, is it because he's so much stronger? They believe he could be survive more, etc. But now obviously they've got to do it. Can he not do the same thing though to Elijah and then just hope it works? Ah, this is what I like to see. We need more of this.
We break the barrier. It's old magic. I'll need time.
Freya, don't do this.
Brother, I'm not leaving you.
Where's Nicholas?
He's nearby. Just hold on.
He's getting tense, mate. What's happening? Like, I think the hole's just going to wake back up.
Had you been loyal to me, I might have let you live. I will build my kingdom atop your ashes.
We were coming!
Hurry, come up here, please.
We have no choice.
He's too weak.
Hurry, she's killing him. It's too strong.
How do you know, man?
Where's the pendant?
It's smashed. Never wanted to check if someone's dead more in my life. Mate, I've never wanted to go flick off now and check if someone's dead more in my life. I know that, like, the Rick one had me going, like Jeremy as well when that happened, and then we've had obviously Camille. She died, but I could toughen that one out. Like I wanted her to be in it, obviously, because I wanted her to be with Klaus. But I toughed that one out. I mean, I've never looked at any of them, but I could do that one. But the ones that really got me was the Rick one. I was full on devastated for the whole time he wasn't in it. I was consistently wanting him back, and then Marcel as well. That would have got me, that one. Do you know when Elijah ripped his heart out at the end of last season? That would have got me. I would have sat this whole season consistently thinking, is he coming back? Is he coming back? Is he coming back? And obviously we found out like literally like the same episode or the episode after. But this one, this is it, mate. Obviously, I'm gonna wait again. We might find out this or the next one. But up until the last episode of season 5, I'm just gonna be there. Like, is he dead? Is he dead? Is he dead? Like, literally, I'm gagging to know already.
Spirit that's been haunting this city has gained the power that it needs to be reborn in the flesh. There's a battle coming that we are not prepared for.
You can't fight on your own.
No, but what I can do is make sure nobody else gets pulled into this thing.
I helped you once before.
Innit? Why'd you give it back?
It may come in handy again.
Man, I would have kept that always on me. Always and forever, mate. I'm dying inside. I really badly need to know, man. Absolutely dying inside.
You're exhausted. Just take some time to gather your thoughts.
We wasted enough time. My brother's soul is in that pendant. We need to find him and bring him back.
There's nothing there, I think.
Klaus.
Try again!
I just need some time.
This is not happening.
Ah, please, Hope, but you have some sort of power.
Go back to bed, sweetie. I'll be there in a second.
Was that? Was that Viking Elijah?
Distorted, broken, like radio was static, and I just heard screaming.
What was that meant to mean? Screaming? I don't get it. What was that meant to mean? I tell you what, like literally, I feel like I'm about to die. On the front, I'm just chilling like this, but inside, I'm just like the inside of my body's doing that SpongeBob, like literally, like I can't believe it. Like, I don't know, man. With this Elijah thing, like they baited us or not, and it's like it's got me on edge, mate. It's got me on edge. But again, it's one of those deaths where, like, see what I mean? You get deaths that are not like shocking, like it's shocking he's died, but like in the manner of it doing it, you're not shocked because it was like a build up and it happened and now you're just like, is he not? But obviously, like inside, like I say, I'm dying. But then you get other deaths that are just walking and then boom, dead. And you're like, whoa, what, mate? Didn't expect that. And they're the ones that obviously like you react to. You know, like somebody like maybe Jackson's death. People say, you know, your reaction like wasn't that good to Jackson's death, but Jackson was just tied to he was literally tied to a chair like now, and he come over and he just pulled his heart out. You know, like to me that's not like shocking. Where like Marcel, when Elijah pinged over and ripped his heart out and he fell off the balcony, that was like, whoa, do you know what I mean? And there's differences because I knew that there was a possibility someone was dying this episode. That it's not shocking, is it? Like the shocking stuff is like when it's totally unexpected, out the blue, no build up, just like bang. And that's why like many times, just like the one when Jeremy didn't die, but when he got shot off Liz, I didn't expect it, and it was just like I was just like, whoa, mate, he's been shot, and it's them moments, and it just grows on you. Like later on, I'll be watching, like, well, not watching it, but I'll just be sat there. I'll probably be in bed after this, actually. I won't be able to sleep. I'll just be like, is he dead, mate? I want to check IMDb and go through, is he on? That's literally all I'll be doing all night. Literally, I'll just be lay bed looking up at the ceiling thinking, is he gone or not?
Now just remember that her mind was invaded by the most powerful witch in all of history, so there's really no telling what she's going through right now. I came to get my journal back.
You made me promise to kill you if you ever asked for that thing back.
Well, we weren't where we are now.
Are you sure you can resist it now?
Honestly, no, I'm not.
If this thing gets a hold of you,
make it quick.
Wow, that's interesting. Really interesting. And, you know, what? So it's mad. So she's back. She still obviously hellbent and smashing everyone, destroying everyone. I wonder if, like, in the present, she wants to just go and do what she'd done in the past, you know, when she went and destroyed all the village and she wanted to kill everyone and she's hungry for power. Clearly she still is, but, like, is she going to destroy everybody as well? Or is she just going to, like, try and just be the queen, so to speak, you know, be that scary figure that everybody looks up to and everybody's scared of, like the Klaus of the present? Or does she want to just take everyone out and just go on an absolute Madden? Now, obviously, it's interesting. I do like how Marcel is dedicated to saving Sophia. You know, he really likes her. And to be honest, in that episode when Klaus, like, double-crossed her about getting the rose thorns from him, saying that he would hand over Marcel to her, she seemed like she really liked him as well. So I actually do like that. Now, Elijah, obviously, main talking point of the episode. Is he dead? Is he not? Obviously, I didn't react to, like, oh my god, he's dead, like, because obviously I knew somebody was probably going to die. I kind of thought that they might have twisted us, baited us at the end, considering Marcel was really close, and they went outside and killed him because his dagger was in the tree, wasn't it? So they could have got that and killed. But they said it was an original, though, didn't they? You see, I keep forgetting that, and this just popped in my head then. They're saying it's an original. But, again, though, even though they are saying it's an original, it's because Dominic was saying, I think at the time, when he was here, that it could have been Marcel as well. I'm sure of it. I mean, obviously, if he didn't say that, I've gone a few episodes down the line, keep saying Marcel, and obviously I'm wrong then. Because in the present, I do hear them dropping it has to be original to die, but then I'm sure before they actually physically said the words original has to die, they were saying it could have either been Klaus or Marcel, so that's what I was, like, onto. But Elijah looks like he's possibly died, and like I said, on the forefront, I'm just sat here like this, but on the inside, I'm the SpongeBob, mate, hyperventilating against the wall. Literally, my heart's just going, and I can't, like, I'm going to be dying, not knowing if he's in the series or not. Now, I feel like it might be a good to, what are we on? 9, how many's left? 13? Keep him out until the last episode and then bring him back in, you know, as a good cliffhanger. Maybe drop us into season 5, because you can't go into season 5, man, the last season, without him in. To be honest, I want everybody back. I want it in the Vampire Diaries. I want everyone back for the final season, and I want it here as well. I want everybody back. I wanted Elena back. I want these back. Why not? You know, get Rebecca, get Cole, get you can't have Finn because he's dead. Marcel, hopefully. Elijah's been saved, and obviously we've got Freya, Klaus, Hope dominating as well, and that's what I would like into the final season. Whoever the threat is, I hope they take him down. Kind of feel like Klaus is going to die in that season, even though I just said Marcel, I want him to be in the next season. I kind of feel like he's going to die at the end of this season. How strange is that? I feel like Marcel's going to die at the end of this season, Elijah's going to come back, and Klaus is going to die at the end of next season. That is kind of what I think is going to happen, but who knows? Literally, you just throw it out. It's like a casting your rod in the pond and hoping that you get something that bites, and that's what I'm guessing. Sometimes I'm right, quite a lot of times I'm wrong, but I'm really excited to find out. So that's going to wrap up today's video. Thank you so much for these absolute legends down here who's obviously supporting the Patreon page. I will do my best to try and get a VPN so we can get it on Netflix again. Hopefully today's episode did come out alright, because it was a really impactful, great episode, and you know, hopefully the quality was decent and the sound was manageable as well to obviously get through it for today. While I'm in work tomorrow, obviously on my break or whatnot, you know, wink, I'll try and look into getting this done and sorted for tomorrow's video, because like I said, I can't be doing on these third-party websites. I'd rather just invest and obviously just get it sorted. I don't like how I have to use a mouse as well to click and get a little stupid advert on every time. Does my head in. So yeah, I'll try and get that sorted. Thanks so much for obviously sticking around and understanding that. Episode really interesting. We didn't see Davina today, obviously, after the last episode, but the information that she said that somebody has to die was fully on display today, mate. Literally, Klaus was going to kill himself. He sacrificed himself, didn't he, mate? He offered to be part of the sacrifice because he wanted to save his brother. And again, look at the character progression that he has took. He's kind of got like a Damon Damon progression. I'm not saying they're the same people at all, but from when they first introduced to where they currently are, how much have they risen like that, mate? They're like a Tesla stock, started down here and they're way up there now. Do you know what I mean? Absolute madness. I think they progressed so much. He's still the great characters that we know and love and got all the traits and the madness that we seen when he was first introduced, but they've also got extra layers and they think more about other people. And that is the thing. When he was first introduced, they never thought about anybody but themselves. They was dead selfish. Same with Damon, same with Klaus. I actually really like them like that, and it draws me to them. But I do like character evolvement. You know, like I am a person that acknowledges people's progression. And there's quite a lot of people here when I watch the videos and I read the comments. Like some people don't. They never acknowledge progression, whether it's any character. Could be Davina, Klaus, Elijah, Kame, Haley, or Jackson, anybody. They make the decision from the first time they see them and they dislike them. That is it. No matter what they do, they'll always be disliked. Where me, I'm different. I take each episode as it goes, each season as they go. And, prime perfect example, season 2. Haley was second closest to being my most disliked character. I picked Jackson because he edged it. He was more annoying. Season 3, Haley was my favourite character. Now, that is what you call, taking each episode, each season at a time, not diving on the bandwagon of somebody, saying I hate them, I like them. Davina's a prime example for me. She's just a level character going through it. But I acknowledge some episodes, she has great episodes, get in there. Other episodes, you really annoy me, Davina. And that is it, mate. You take it as it comes. And tell you who acknowledged some sort of progression? Vincent, mate. He said to Klaus as well, I'm in this position here, I'm going to kill you. Klaus is like, you're going to be the guy that's killed the great Klaus Michelson. You can get that written on your headstone. Who would have thought it would have been you? And then Vincent said, look, mate, I'm actually like really happy. Or something like that. Of the progression that you've made. You would have made Camille really proud, doing it, sacrificing yourself to save others. Again, do you know what I mean? Even he's acknowledging it and he hates them. Like 2 episodes ago, he was saying to the witches, mate, I hate this guy. Literally, I hate him. He's like the world's most hated guy. But I'm here. And again, so that's really good. You got to call a spade a spade. And when something's good, it's good. And when it's shit, it's shit. You got to say it like it is. You can't be just beating around the bush when something is terrible. Kind of like I love Klaus. I was the double standards this episode. It's okay to go and kill Sophia, but it's not okay to go and kill Elijah. Do you know what I mean? It's the same. It's okay to go and kill Davina, but again, it's not okay to go and kill Elijah. You can't have it's not. You can't just pick and choose. You got to have one moral code, and if you wanted to kill Davina to save the whole world, so to example, then you got to kill Elijah to save the whole world. Now, being selfish, I don't want that to happen. Obviously, selfishness, you got to acknowledge that as well, and you got to acknowledge right from wrong and selfishness, and obviously, and I want Elijah to stay alive. I mean, he's died in this episode. Clearly, he's died, but that doesn't mean he's dead. We know that with the Vampire Diaries and the original universe, and it give me hope. She's coming, mate. She's strong. Like, literally, she's so strong. I want to see her do magic all the time, be involved in everything. I can go and help Aunt Freya. Oh, that's very nice of you. No, get her up there, mate. She's probably stronger than Freya. Literally, like, she went in. Freya was trying to check if he's in that body, in that necklace. She couldn't do it. She couldn't feel it. All she comes has to do is touch her one time. Boom, mate. Channel her powers. You can see it. It looked like Elijah was back in the day. Do you know when we seen him in like whenever they first transitioned, when he had his long hair and he's in like the do you remember when he was tying Klaus up on that cross thing with Michael? It kind of looked like those clothes. So I mean, that's interesting. It has been said that he's not dead. Like they acknowledged it. He's really far away. Hope was saying, she's like, I can hear him, but he seems so far away. That means that his consciousness, his body, his spirit is still somewhere, so he's not completely gone, even though his body in the present is desiccating in the coffin. Now, I do like the emotions that everybody was showing. Like they didn't like go crazy with rage, but like it was kind of like panic stations, and like they didn't really know what to do, and he was kind of like a bit flippy floppy all over the place. Klaus, he's panicking. Haley was like, quiet, it's like they're all trying to like process what the hell is going on. So I mean, that is just really exciting for me. Again, I like how Marcel went after tried to save his girlfriend, and then obviously he was the one that stabbed the Hollow as well. The Hollow's actually back now, but I do like how he committed. He went through with the plan. I do like Marcel. Again, he's one of them characters as well that does annoy me in quite a lot of episodes, but he's not, like when I say with Davina like that, and sometimes she annoys me, Marcel's not there. To me, Marcel's up here. I actually love Marcel, but he does annoy me sometimes. But most of the time, I think he's sick. He is a great leader. I do think he's dead loyal as well. Like, regardless, yeah, he might go after Klaus and Elijah and the Michaelsons or whatever's, but when push comes to shove, he's on their side. He does the right thing with everybody. Kids, right thing. Even if it has to save witches, if it's to save the masses, he'll do it. Do you know what I mean? So, like, he is a good leader. I like how he stuck by his girlfriend as well. I like how he's helping Vincent and the Michaelsons. Do you know what I mean? He's in the middle of it, but I do sadly think that. Do you know what? I don't know. It's no arrows are pointing towards Marcel dying, but, like, that weapon's in play. It's just in there. And I always think when a weapon's knocking around, somebody's going to get stabbed. And the only person that really will affect is him. So I'm saying it. Either he's going to die or he's getting stabbed. You know, I might start saying he's getting stabbed off that instead of dying, because I think that is definitely happening. But so much has gone on, so much to process. I'm going to be dying not knowing when Elijah's going to be coming back in it. I'm actually happy that I know that his spirit's somewhere, because obviously I'll be like twisting and turning consistently, trying to go to sleep, thinking what's going on. So that is just where we come at. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's episode. If you did, please smash a like, really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.